thus far, I have not been one of these people who has opined about how awful 2020 is, because I try to stay really positive about things. But after the past couple months, I have to say, 2020 is drunk off its ass. It's about as drunk as I was 10 years ago when I sang Sixth Christian at karaoke on video. That's pretty drunk. Okay? When we started this, our first season, we were going to do a lot of grilling episodes. That's how we timed it. But every single time we tried to do an outdoor grilling episode, it rained. It rained a lot. So when we started season 2 in July, we figured we'd get a lot of grilling episodes in before finishing off with fall. But then the forest fire started, and there was so much smoke in Portland you could not go outside. It was unhealthy to leave the house. And then we couldn't cook inside because it was still so hot. It made the house unbearable to be in. Okay, so we're back, but now it's fall. But you know what? That's fine. I've got my pumpkin ale from Elysian Brewing, Night Owl, great. Pick it up if you can. I have my Belle Meade bourbon finished in cognac barrels. And I am ready to roll. I'm ready to get my fall on. Let's go. Okay, film today is the 1971 film Legacy of Blood, also known as Will to Die. And the story here is that in order to inherit the family fortune from their hateful father, his ungrateful children, their spouses, the household servants, must spend a week in the family estate. However, per the terms of the will, as they die off, the surviving members are to split the deceased portion of the inheritance equally. So what are the chances they're going to make it out of the whole week alive? Not very good. So I love this film. The first time I saw it was when Elvira ran it back in 1982, which was her first season. And this is the very definition of a good, bad horror film. The performances are actually pretty good. No scenery is left unchewed. So I find it quite enjoyable. And on the menu today, fall and winter is comfort food season. So we're going to do a slow red wine braised pork shoulder. And this is going to be one of those Sunday dinners you can throw in the oven, say, around noon, and forget about it while you day drink and binge Supernatural episodes. And by the time you realize you had better eat something because you have to work tomorrow, it's ready to go. So I think you'll dig it. All right, let's get this film rolling. We'll see you in the kitchen in a bit. Cheers.
Time is it, Rick?
1:30. He's a half an hour late already. That must be him. Andre?
Mr. Dean?
Yes. We're all waiting inside.
Fine. Dead. Somehow that word doesn't seem to relate to Mr. Dean. Though this community owes its very existence to him, they'll never build a monument to him.
Mr. Drake, the eulogy's been given.
Yes, of course, you're quite right, Mr. Dean. I'm here as you are, not out of love for the man, but to reveal the successors to the throne. This was recorded in our office with witnesses 6 months ago.
Good day, my beloved family, lifelong friends.
Greetings from beyond the grave. I know, though I can't see you, but from my past experience with each one of you, my timely death has given all of you a chance to heave a sigh of relief and to discover an itch in your palms. Yes, the waiting is over. Well, perhaps not quite, but we'll get to that later. For now, the business at hand. To Igor, Elga, and Frank, my servants who through their sheer stupidity remained with me all these many years, I'm leaving in trust the amount of $1 million each to be drawn as wages at the rate of $500 per month for as long as they stay and maintain the house and property. To you, my devoted children, Gregory, Veronica, Johnny, and dear Leslie, dreadful scions wrought from my loins during 4 of my insane moments in my life, I leave the balance of my estate to this date valued at $136 million. This sum shall be divided equally among the 4 of you. Now, my next statement. This might separate the rabbits from the alley cats. Should one of you die, that share shall be divided equally among the survivors. Should all of you die, the servants of this household shall share as equals. And here, much to my delight, is the stinger. In order to give this grand house and community one last look at my family's immorality and insanity, it is decreed that each of you must live on the premises for 1 full week, starting right now, in order to qualify for your well-earned inheritance. I shall pause for your reaction. Knowing you as I do, I am sure you are responding in the true family tradition. But, my dear children, had you intelligence and perhaps a tinge of virtue, you'd tell me to take the money to hell with me, and you'd go home to whatever kind of worthless lives you now live.
We ask you to accept the remains of this man, Christopher Dean. We ask you to receive this man into thy bosom, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Welcome to your reunion.
Thy will be done.
And from me, I give you a last farewell.
Package for the devil. Goodbye, you ornery bastard.
Tom, my wife Laura and I are going to fight this.
Mr. Dean, save your breath. It's ironclad.
You sure?
You know our firm too well to ask.
Of course.
Mrs. Dean, Greg, good luck.
What does he mean, good luck?
Was it supposed to mean something?
I don't know. It's just the way he said it. I beg your pardon.
About supper for my wife.
Yes, sir.
A simple menu. She'll dine in our room.
Yes, sir.
Craig, what am I going to wear for a week's stay? I didn't bring enough clothes.
I'll let you wear bubbles. Sweet, alcoholic, intoxicating bubbles. Yeah, drink. The nectar of the gods.
Which god?
Well, there's the god of high finance. The god of lush living.
Go.
Igor. Sometime we'll have to play a game of checkers. On your back, huh?
He's cruel to say that to you.
No. We must first know what cruel is.
You want a cookie with your milk?
No, thank you.
Carl,
Yes, darling?
come to Leslie. I need you. But my daddy didn't hate me, did he?
Of course not.
Johnny. We must be careful not to say anything to him until the time is right.
That's correct.
Do you think Johnny still hates me?
No, we don't know that as yet.
But we will. We will, won't we?
Of course we will. And now, I want you to get some rest.
Yes, Stout. You do love me, don't you, Carl?
You know I do.
Carl, I know everything just like you say. You're such a kind man. Oh, I love you so much for that. Tell me. Tell me that you love me.
I do.
Say it. Say it. And then I'll be able to go to sleep.
I love you.
Hello, baby brother.
Hello.
Feel competitive?
Sure. Great. Stripes.
How long since you saw the old man?
Couple of years, maybe.
Busy brother, huh? Still hustling the resorts?
Makes the rent.
I bet it does. I had no idea you enjoyed older women. Oh, come on, baby brother. Don't look so innocent.
I heard you've been making out pretty well for yourself in New York.
That's more like it. You and I, we've always been right to the point. And Johnny, we're gonna be so rich. I'm gonna love spending all his money.
You really hated him, didn't you?
In spades. Just like he hated me. Funny. You can still feel the hate in this house. Like it's coming from the walls. Like maybe it's coming from the grave, huh?
It's a weird thought.
Yeah, we're a pretty weird family. By the way, how are things between you and sweet little Leslie?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Oh, you're uptight. Have you had a chance to see her?
Haven't you heard? I'm a big no-no with this ring.
Never mind. You'll get your chance.
For what?
For conversation, dear boy. Conversation. Really, Johnny, you're very touchy.
Hope I'm not intruding.
No, Doctor. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about you, Johnny and I. You and Leslie. Sport. Want to play?
Delighted.
How's Leslie these days?
I wasn't aware you cared.
Of course I do. You know, you must know the Dean family from A to Z.
Perhaps.
Think we're all a little crazy?
No comment.
Evasiveness. That's my biggest hang-up with psychiatrists. Especially since I read a book called The Body Language. Tell me something, Doctor. Do you have any degree of success with that language?
I've read the book. I love the body. I prefer the mind.
Really? Why?
It's more challenging.
I see. What's your diagnosis?
Yours?
Yeah, try me.
The hen cackles. The rooster sprains his back.
I know a very good chiropractor.
Chin? Chin?
What is it, Laura?
Is Chin in there with you?
No, he's not in here.
I don't see him anywhere.
Oh, take it easy, honey. There's no heavy traffic in the halls.
Greg, go out and look for him.
Oh, honey, he can't get out of the house.
Oh, Greg, he hasn't done this before.
So it's a first.
Sweetheart.
Every dog has his day.
Chin, where are you? Chin? Chin, where are you? My Chin.
Okay, so fall and winter is comfort food season. And typically that means, a lot of carbs, pastas, meats, that kind of thing. So this year with the pandemic, a lot of the gyms were closed and a lot of people weren't able to keep up with their normal workout routines. Everybody did their best to go outside and get exercise, when they could and socially distance. But now that we're getting into the fall and winter, the weather for a majority of the country changes to where it makes it a little more challenging to do that. So I think this year, more than any other, it's really important that we try to avoid packing on those extra pounds that typically come with this time of year. So trying to make these comfort foods a little more healthy, a little more calorie friendly is kind of what I'm going to focus on for the next several episodes. So today I'm going to be braising a pork shoulder in red wine. Pork shoulder itself is not an incredibly lean meat, cut of meat, but the thing about it is that when you cook it, 40% of the fat that it does have will come out of it, and you'll end up with a slightly leaner finished product. So we're going to be using just a standard, inexpensive bottle of Pinot. You do not need to use a really expensive bottle of wine to cook with, okay? Everything that makes that bottle of wine expensive is going to get cooked out. You're just looking for the essence, so a $9 Pinot or a Grigio or a Noir, that's all you're going to need. We're going to use a little balsamic vinegar to really drive home the acid, okay? So I've got cut up here, I've got some minced carrots, a shallot and garlic, and I've quartered some cremini mushrooms. So I'm no longer going to do shots showing me cutting things up because, if you're watching this, you've seen enough cooking shows, and also if you're a horror film fan, you know how to slice and dice. You don't need me to show you that. For the autumnal aspect, I've got some spices here. I got some allspice, about a teaspoon of each. Allspice, cinnamon, ginger, coriander, a little bit of cumin, and a little bit of red pepper, and that should give us a real nice autumnal kick. And I've got some mini carrots. So the reason why I diced up the carrots here is because when I saute these and as these cook over 4 or 5 hours, they're going to break down and sort of become part of that finished sauce. The baby carrots are going to be a hearty part of the meal, and as well as the quartered mushrooms. So I am going to coat this pork shoulder in some flour that I've seasoned with some salt and some pepper. I'm going to brown it on all sides. Then I will take it out, set it aside, and I will saute and sweat all these aromatics. And once those are going pretty good, then I'll put in the mushrooms, and then I'll put in the red wine, the balsamic vinegar, and the spices. And then ultimately, I'll put the pork shoulder back in here, put the lid on, throw it in the oven for about 4 or 5 hours at 375 degrees, and we should have a really tender pork shoulder that's just kind of coming apart and be a great meal. All right, let's get with it. All right, get this in here. Try and get it on all sides. The reason we're doing this is that when we return this to the Dutch oven, this is how the red wine and the flavors and the fat from the pork shoulder are going to thicken up and give us a nice sauce afterwards. There we go. Good. All right, in with the arrows. We can add the mushrooms now. We'll do that. Get them cooking. Then we'll add the red wine. Alright, so I'm going to try and eyeball about 3 tablespoons of balsamic. Roughly it. We'll add the red wine. Half bottle. Should be able to drop this in here. Carrots. Now, if you have fennel would be great here. That's really going to drive home those autumnal flavors. Way. I think that's going to be good. All right, that's good right there. And then we're going to put it in the oven. There we go. See you later, baby. All right, that's that. Back to the movie.
Well, how about it, Sheriff?
I just got here, Mr. Dean.
And it sure took you long enough.
Look, don't push me. I have 47 square miles of county territory to cover and only 2 deputies to help me. It's very chilly here. Why don't you take your wife in the house?
Okay, Dan. Come inside here.
What was that scream? What was that scream, huh?
Put that gun away, will you?
Now, how about the scream?
My wife suffers from bad dreams. She was walking in her sleep.
Like out there, maybe?
Don't be stupid.
Now, you wait a minute.
Now, you wait a minute. Don't come around here making accusations or second guesses unless you know what you're talking about. Now, do your job.
Cool it, gentlemen. Cool it. Come along, Sheriff. Come on, it's all right, Dan. Come on.
Jim was such a little thing. Why would anyone want to hurt him?
Can I do anything?
Yeah, I'll have some brandy.
I took the liberty of burying the poor animal. Little dogs have that right, you know.
Now what? Damn it, Christopher Dean. You and your kooky family. Hippie saying widow you are, even 6 feet under. You're a freak, do you know that?
Frank, what the hell are you doing here?
Can I help you, Dan?
Boy, you spooked me.
I'm sorry. You had troubles?
Yeah, as always with these county mishaps.
Take a look. Cars are like women, Dan. You have to treat them with care if you expect them to function properly.
Ah, Frank, you and your cars.
Hey, what's it like seeing Miss Veronica again, huh?
Oh, she looks nice.
Yeah. Now's the time to double clutch and shift to low gear.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, Frank. She's always had eyes for you. Maybe she still does. Just think of all the beautiful cars you could have with her. She's rich. What's the matter? I say something wrong? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Frank.
Yes, sir.
We are raiding the icebox.
Didn't you want supper in your room?
No, change it back. Don't bother, dear. We'll manage.
Yes, sir, there is a ham in the refrigerator.
Oh, fine, fine.
Yes.
Same old draw.
Greg, I'll bet Johnny killed Chin.
Johnny? Oh, no, not Johnny.
Why not? Isn't that what a spiteful person would do?
But after all, Chin was your dog, not mine. Why would he want to spite you?
I am your wife.
Yeah, but maybe a kooky family, but you can't hate me that much.
Do you remember the turn down you gave him at the club last year?
Yeah. Oh, no, not Johnny. Here, come on, just a bite.
Try it now, Dan.
Is she all right?
Oh, yes.
Poor kid.
I'm sure you mean that.
Well, she's my sister.
Yeah. Everything's relative, huh?
And you are my brother-in-law.
Veronica.
What?
Going down to help Frank tinker with his automobile?
Maybe.
Such hunger. You've been neglected.
Oh, doctor. How's Leslie?
Just fine.
Oh, shouldn't you be bedside or something?
No, she's asleep.
Should she even be here?
Tell me, why shouldn't she?
No reason. By the way, you do have a license to practice.
You do have a good sense of humor.
I have to have it. You married my sister.
Touché, Consummate.
We had a game to finish.
Yes. I did leave it hanging, didn't I? Tell me, Doctor. Not that I care. I'm just curious. Why won't you let Leslie talk to Johnny?
Just not medically sound at this time.
What's your non-professional reason?
I didn't know there was one.
Oh, come on, Doc. Don't tell me the male ego doesn't have a tinge of anger or resentment.
Hardly.
Why not? Everyone knows it was Leslie who teased Johnny into that mistaken night of amour. Johnny, 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 Johnny. Come on, Johnny. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. Please, Johnny. Please, Johnny. Come on. Come on. Come on, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Come on. I want to talk to you, Johnny. Talk to you, Johnny. 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 Johnny.
Leslie! Leslie! Come here this moment.
No, Father.
As I say, child.
Leave her alone, Father. Father.
Get out of this room. This instant. This instant.
No, Johnny, don't go. No, Johnny, don't go. No. No, don't go. No. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go.
And that's why Johnny can't be alone with Leslie. In her subconscious, she still fears him.
Fears what?
Retribution.
Oh, from Johnny. He's afraid of his own shadow. Who would have thought sweet little Leslie would do such a thing just to get Father's attention?
People do funny things for attention. In Leslie's case, it just got out of hand, and it went too far.
So instead of loving her, dear old Dad turned on the hate machine. Interesting.
What's that?
You. Somehow the father image just doesn't fit.
We manage.
Oh, I'm sure you manage. Long luncheons, house calls, all very good therapy for a lonely woman. Come on, let's get something to eat. I'm hungry. I think there's a ham in the refrigerator. Yeah. You do like ham, don't you?
Cover that up. Well, Homestead, of course. This is going to be like some kind of horror film.
Greg. No, easy, baby, easy. First, let's try and find out when that phone was last working. Anyone use it?
I did when I called the sheriff.
Well, anyone since then?
So what? What's that supposed to mean?
Shut up a minute, will you?
Get on my back, big brother.
Aye. And we should draw lots. Somebody's got to drive into town.
Well, send a chauffeur. He's still on salary.
Knock it off, will you? Eagle, some cards. Hurry.
I happen to have a deck on me.
Good. Oh, God knows the maniac might still be out there somewhere.
All the more reason to get help.
All right. Ace high makes the trip.
Hold it. Where's Driver Boy? Driver Boy's right here.
Oh, we're drawing cards to see who drives for help.
Well, you can forget that. Someone just removed all the distributors from the cars.
Oh, really? That, wouldn't have been you by any chance, huh?
If I didn't know you better, I'd take serious offense to that remark.
Now, knock it off, both of you, will you? Let's think. Let's try and come up with some kind of an idea.
Well, I suggest we check the windows and the doors, make sure they're locked.
Good idea. Igor, would you and Frank take care of that?
Greg, I'm not feeling too well.
Like how, dear?
Greg, take her upstairs. Put her to bed. I'll be up shortly. Running. Oh, Mrs. Bjorn, would you come with me, please?
go. Somebody sure had to hate that poor old guy. I wonder who it was. You don't suppose it could be one of us, do you?
Come on, Johnny. Cut it out, will you?
Everything all right?
Yes,
Going to bed?
all by myself.
Just trying to be fair. I thought maybe a game of pool might help.
No, thank you.
All right, let's see what we got going on here. Oh my God, it smells like fall in here. It straight up smells like fall. Okay. We got, oh my gosh, that is beautiful. Put this in here. Look at that. Perfect. Stunning. Look, that thickened up really well in there. Put it in here. Let's see if we can do this without splashing and spraying myself with screamingly hot liquid. So this thickened up nicely in here. Did exactly what it's supposed to do. Alright, so let's taste this. It's gonna be hot as heck. That's perfect. That is fall in a spoon. All right, let's see how this shoulder is. Look at that, coming apart. This is what it should be doing. Just coming apart. That's perfect. Look at that. Excellent. All right. So I'll make some Brussels sprouts, saute some Brussels sprouts for this. And we'll get this on a plate with some of this amazing gravy in there from the braising liquid. This is gonna be good to go. All right, man. Back to the film.
When she's asleep, you can leave.
Yes, Doctor.
Thank you.
Oh, Carl. Come in.
A glass of water, Greg.
Oh, sure thing.
Pills?
Just one.
I guess seeing something like that doesn't bother a doctor, does it? You told Leslie yet?
Of course not.
Here, Warren.
Thanks.
Sleeping pill?
Oh, it's for the nerves. Oh, it's hanging on the wall.
What?
My license to practice.
Shall we go downstairs and check on Igor and Frank and maybe a nightcap?
Fine.
I'll be back soon, dear.
Thanks. Say, Frank,
How long have you and the others been with the family?
I'm going on 15 years. I don't know about Igor and Elga. It's for my time.
Since the year one.
What'd you do before?
Army, tanks.
You still got that lamp, Frank?
Yes.
The lamp. Must be a story there.
A crowd stuck a bayonet in me. I made him into a lamp. Thank you.
Frank's got quite a collection. A one-man show. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, what are you doing up?
You didn't really expect me to sleep, did you? Besides, I heard some strange noises.
Well, now, we're all a little uptight. That's a slow-acting pill. Why don't you watch television or something?
Good idea. Come on, darling. It'll relax you. Let's go downstairs.
What do you want?
Thought you might like a nightcap.
No, thanks.
Doctor's orders.
Prescription denied. Or does a house have to fall on you?
Johnny. Johnny. I want to talk to you, Johnny. It's Daddy again. It's Daddy again. It's Daddy again.
Gregory, I've told you time and time again, you've got to show some leadership in this family.
Why bother? You criticize whether I do it right or wrong. What's the use?
You're insolent.
Why don't you go to hell?
Igor, give me the cane.
Father, you can't do that.
Leave the room, Veronica. The cane, Igor.
The bruises are almost gone. Must be, what, 5 days? A week? Do you still feel pain?
No.
That's good. Igor, I wish you would get rid of that thing.
Never.
I don't understand you. Seems as if you wish to remember the pains in your life. Why can't you forget the past?
Elga,
Yes?
from time to time, you will use the cane on me.
No, let someone else do it. Not me.
You shall. And you will. Understand?
Feel all right, baby?
I just feel funny.
Probably the pill Carl gave you. How come?
I don't trust him.
Oh, you're too much.
Greg, let's go to bed.
Sure. We could both use some sleep.
Aren't you overdoing it, Johnny boy? It's your head.
To remember.
Greg,
Yeah?
I've got a funny feeling about Johnny. I'm sorry, but I do.
Oh, don't worry about him.
I'm spooky about it. I can't help it. I just keep thinking you did turn him down.
Oh, honey, stay loose. You may have married into a screwball family, but this guy's got all his marbles. Okay?
Okay.
How's your stomach?
It's okay.
What's the matter?
Sure.
What do you think? About what?
About the shot.
Well, I can think of about 50 guys who like him dead.
But, what a way to go.
Yeah, real pain in the neck, huh?
I suppose you'd like him as a trophy.
Now, what's the matter? Don't you want to enjoy the game?
Sure. Let's play.
Call
it. Tails.
You lose.
Greg, I just don't think I can take much more of this.
Oh, cheer up, Soppers. Can't we all act bad?
I mean it. I just can't help it. I have such a dreadful feeling.
Oh, honey, I wish you'd get off that kick.
Greg, why would the sheriff... Why would it end up in the refrigerator? It has to be somebody in this house.
Look, it could also be some outsider with a grudge against the whole family. Oh, let's forget it. His deputies will probably start wondering about him, and they'll show up.
I hope so.
Relock.
You're pretty good. It's a mighty touch. I'm hungry. How about a ham sandwich? No guts, huh? Come on. Well, no guts, huh? Come on. Show me. On the thick side, please.
I'll bet you wish you had that pill now that Carl gave you.
Oh, Greg, just hold me close. Up close and tight.
Sure, baby.
Here you are.
Put her to bed. Get me a glass of water.
What a stench.
Somebody in this house knows what they're doing.
Well, that's for damn sure. And somebody knows where everything is, too.
She'll sleep now. If she awakens, you call me right away. And lock the door.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Poor baby.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I don't think so, Doctor.
Igor and I have placed the bodies in the garage.
Hang around here and wait for the next one to go. What are we going to do?
Good question. Anybody got any idea? I mean, other than suspecting each other, because that's what it boils down to, doesn't it?
Frank, all that wiring came from your garage, didn't it?
I don't like that insinuation.
A statement, my friend.
I don't like your statement either, Buster, and I'm not your friend.
Well, at best, the best of enemies.
You know, you're right. And there are two of them. Alone. Right now, up in your room.
I resent that. Olga has been faithful to your father and this house since the day she came here.
Well, that's what you say, creep.
And just how safe is Olga up there with your sister?
I don't know. Why don't we ask the shrink?
Oh, that's enough, Johnny. We can't trust each other. We've got to protect ourselves somehow.
One of us has got to volunteer to go to town for help.
Barbara, the volunteer Identifies himself as a killer because he won't be afraid to make that long walk into town.
With an idea like that, you're just about as freaky as Leslie.
You lousy son of a bitch. If she's freaky, she's got you to thank for it. You and your...
Go ahead, say it. Bust! Family secrets in this house. I had her before you!
Isn't it cool, huh, Doc?
October is pumpkin ale season, guys. So, for a while there, pumpkin ale started out as sort of a unique type thing. There weren't very many. I think Bill's was the one that was, kind of made it popular. And then there was a glut of them. There were so many for a few years that you couldn't get through all of them. Now it's kind of dialed back again. And so they're a little harder to find. And, these are the ones that I'm really enjoying this year. Of course, Elysian's, Night Owl is fantastic. This is literally like drinking pumpkin pie. New Belgium's Atomic Pumpkin, very spicy, a little heavy on the ginger, and it's got a spicy kick. You're only going to be able to drink a couple of these because it's going to grind on your stomach a little bit, but it's really, really good. It's my favorite every single year. Shipyard's Pumpkinhead, very drinkable, hits all the pumpkin spice notes. You can have a few of these and be fine. As far as your stomach goes, because it's really mild, but hits all the notes. It's perfect, very drinkable. And then Great Divide's Pumpkin Ale is very, very nice. It's very malty and a little drier, so it's a unique take on the pumpkin ale. So, and check these out, really good. Again, we don't have any sponsors here. Everything we use, everything that you see is stuff that we actually buy and actually use. No one is paying us for a thing. So check these out. These are the great ones this year. Boy, this film, my favorite performances are the incestuous brother and sister played by Brooke Mills and Richard Davalos. Now look, okay, Brooke is a stunning woman. I mean, she is absolutely beautiful, and it's a shame she never really had a huge career. I mean, she's good here. It's definitely a very, very, melodramatic, soap opera-like performance, but she had an it factor that actresses with half of her talent managed to turn into decent careers, but she never really did. She kind of bounced around from television show to television show, making appearances here and there, but her first role is listed as being in 1968, and by 1977 she was out of the business, which is really too bad. Richard Davalos, on the other hand, had a huge career, and he would have been about 23 when he got his first role in television, which would have been 1953. And he definitely had the Hollywood good looks that were in vogue at that time period, that sort of James Dean Elvis kind of look. And he was in East of Eden. He did some Bonanza episodes, some Rockford Files. I mean, a ton of television credits. And he even made a film with Clint Eastwood called Kelly's Heroes, which I actually talk about on a podcast I appear on periodically. It's called The Good, the Pod, and the Ugly. And it focuses on Clint Eastwood's career, but they do a unique thing where they watch a film from the beginning of his career and one towards the end to see where the peaks and valleys are. Really unique concept, so check that one out. Davalos passed away in 2016, but he left a huge body of work for us to enjoy, just like this one where no scenery is safe. All right, let's get back to the thrilling conclusion of Legacy of Blood.
Frank, you're the only one in this house with any common sense. Come up with something.
Everyone for themselves, as far as I can see. I don't trust you, and you don't trust me. Impasse.
Sorry. I have nothing to say.
Nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares.
Veronica, how well did you know the help?
Are you asking me if there's one that could be trusted? If there's any trust in this house, it eludes me. I think we're loners in this patchwork of insanity.
Johnny, tell me. You see why I don't like you. Now you're gonna ask me if I did it. Right? Right?
Did you?
Come on. You really think I'd tell you if I had? Read between the lines, is that it? But you forget one thing. It's my head. And like Frank said, you don't like me, and I don't like you.
I just thought under the conditions that we might try to be friends. Ah! Not even for Leslie's sake?
Oh, bad pitch, Doc. Real bad. Because when you stopped me from seeing my sister, you really turned me off.
Johnny?
It's Daddy again. Daddy again. Please, Johnny. Please.
Johnny? Leslie? I know you're in there. Open up. If you don't open up, I'll call Father. Hear me? I'll call Father.
Veronica, come here, child.
Yes, Father.
I thought I asked you to spend a little more time with Johnny.
It's no use. I've told you. He's too irresponsible.
You don't seem to care about your family. You're too busy with your flirtations. You have family responsibility.
Why? I didn't bring this family into the world. You did.
Leslie!
Johnny.
Leslie!
Johnny.
Johnny, are you all right?
How is she?
Sound asleep.
Did she say anything?
No. You should forget. It was many years ago.
Elka, why is this house so full of hate?
Oh, no, please. Please. Oh, please help me. I have to trust someone. Tell me. Why is this house so full of hate?
At one time, this was the house of love. And your father was the proud master of it. And your mother, God rest her soul, was a beautiful woman. And you were beautiful babies. All of you, and I loved you as if you were my own. But the hate grew, didn't it? It became an invisible animal, lurking in the shadows. And it seemed the harder I tried to help, the more hate was returned. From your father, from you. Oh, yes, Johnny, from you. And from Greg and Veronica and Leslie. Even the few times your father and I talked about the family. He just laughed at me and my suggestions.
Elka? Elka? Well, I suppose you picked up on the whole number.
Some. I didn't want to interrupt.
How come you're not locked up tight in your room?
Well, you're pretty wide open yourself, you know.
You want to hide together? I didn't mean it that way.
Oh, come on. I know you didn't mean it that way. Come on.
You really are something, you know that?
I know that you and I are going to be very, very rich.
Where is your head? Don't you even care what's going on around here?
3 people dead. Everybody suspect. A locked-up house with a killer loose inside. But it's like I said, baby brother. If we can last until morning, we're going to be very rich. Very rich. Hey. How I like it. Talent.
Okay. Now level with me. Aren't you just a tiny bit scared?
Yeah. Okay. I'm scared. Good and scared.
How can you be so cool?
Oh, it's a front, Johnny. It takes years to develop. Anyway, you should know about that. With you, it's tennis and afternoon cocktails. A smooth smile and a good serve. But way down deep in the bottom of your tummy, you know the pitfalls, huh?
All I know is I'm really frightened.
Sure. But look at the company we're keeping.
What do you mean?
He's not dead, Johnny. He's just buried. All we have to do, we three, is look in each other's eyes, and we realize the hate that runs in our veins. He's not dead. He's alive and well. Inside you, inside me, and inside Leslie. No guns, huh?
No bullets.
What can I do for you?
I couldn't sleep.
Can't say as I blame you. Scared?
No, I'm not scared. Same old room, huh?
Yep.
You're a strange man, Frank.
How's that?
All these years, you keep the same horrible memories on your walls. And that lamp.
Especially the lamp. He's held up rather well, hasn't he?
Wouldn't surprise me if you put the sheriff's head on the wall. I'm sorry. I know that was out of line.
Well, this certainly isn't a social visit. What's on your mind?
You. Level with me.
Like what?
Like the missing car parts. Think if we looked real hard, we could come up with some?
I doubt it.
I'll make it worth your while.
I bet you would.
I'm serious.
And I'm sure you are. But it's like I said, all the parts are missing.
Don't spite me. What I did to you years ago was a kid having fun. I've grown up.
I'm aware of that.
I'll make myself available. Just get us out of here.
That's a very nice offer. I wish I had the missing parts.
Don't lie to me.
Did I ever? Like I said, impasse. Yes.
Are you sure you want me to leave?
Well, it's for damn sure you won't find those missing parts in my room. Yeah, this is open. You go out and close it. Just like you did years ago.
Johnny? Coral.
What is it?
A dream. A good dream. You see, I was in this cave. It was very dark, very deep. And cold. Oh, it was cold. And Johnny, he was outside
head in to help me. Oh, God, I could feel his warmth like it was coming right through the rocks, right through the earth. Oh, and it made me feel so good. So safe. I heard him call my name. Just barely. But loud enough for me to know it was Johnny.
What then?
Somehow, it seemed like he was crying. Oh, God, he must have been crying with such sadness in his voice when he called my name. Carl. I want to talk with Johnny now.
In the morning,
please.
You must remember what we discussed.
Of course. You're right. Me and my silly, silly dream. In the morning, not before. Yes, Doctor. You're always near when I need you. Why, my very life is in your hands. Isn't it?
Yes. And who shares that life?
We share that life. Carlo, I love you.
And now?
I know. I know. Go to sleep. Sleep. Johnny. Johnny.
Hi.
Hi.
I've got to talk to you.
No. Carl said no. In the morning we can talk.
It can't wait until morning. I've got to make you understand something. Now.
In the morning. In the morning.
Look at you. Oh, God. I don't want to hurt you.
You're lying. Carl said you shouldn't even be here. Not until morning. How can I believe anything when you're here now? No. No, you go away. You turned Daddy against me.
Daddy. Daddy is dead?
No.
Yes.
No.
And all that's left is you and me, and that's all that matters. I love you. He said it was something ugly. Oh, please, help me to help you. We can't stay here anymore. Let them have the money and the hate and the pain. I know that in this moment
We have a chance that will never come to us again for the rest of our lives. We've got to take that chance. You've got to believe me. Can he see me?
found him here with this. Sheriff's gun.
You can't believe I'd killed my own wife.
Why not?
I heard her scream from the house. I followed her out here. That's all. You found what I found.
That's enough for me, Buster. This and Johnny.
Johnny?
What about Johnny?
In the fish tank. Dead.
Not Johnny.
Veronica, get out of here. Now go on. You too, Doc. Move!
Look, Buster, we found you there with this. That's enough for me.
Frank,
Yes?
are we sure?
I am.
All right. It'll be light soon. You and Igor can go for help.
You're a trusting soul.
Trust, Doctor. I've seen your performance. I think I understand a few more things. Shall we?
Veronica.
Yes?
A favor?
What?
Lock the door.
I realize it's been many years since I've been home. A lot of things have changed for me. Probably for you, too. Everybody knows about my family. There are no secrets between us. And no love lost.
What are you getting at?
I'm not sure Carl is responsible for what's happened.
You're kidding.
I said I'm not sure.
There was no one else around.
There were 4 of us, all alone at one time or another.
Madame suspects us.
Of course I suspect you.
Even Helga?
Yes, even Helga. She's not immune to the hate that lived in this house. It's everywhere.
Now, take it easy. You're getting upset.
Upset? Oh, for God's sakes, why in heaven's name shouldn't I be?
You just try and settle down.
Thank you. Keep away from me.
You're just getting yourself worked up.
I said keep away from me.
Let me speak to her alone. I said alone. Now, nice and easy.
Yeah.
Veronica! You're going to be all right now.
You meant me harm.
Now, how do you feel?
Different.
Good. We only have a couple of hours till sunrise. Let's wait it out together.
I still don't trust Igor and Helga.
Let's go downstairs and stoke up the fire.
All right.
You know, I haven't forgotten those times when you put me on and down. I could have killed you with a great deal of pleasure.
I wonder what would have happened if we had got together.
Nothing.
I suppose. What about now?
You're feeling security in the house of death. Because I kissed you. Because you want to live.
That kiss?
I took advantage of a situation. Besides, I wanted to kiss you ever since I first met you.
That's all.
I suppose things might have been different years ago, but I doubt it.
You know, In a way, I'm sorry.
Sure. Now you buy yourself a steamship and sail the world around. Try to forget.
What's that?
B. Stand still. Don't move. It won't hurt you if you just stand still.
I was stung once. It's terrible. My God, Frank. Thanks.
Sure.
No. No.
Look, I'm sorry for the way I've treated you in the past and the present.
Forget it.
Okay, but I want you to know I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh, my God, not another one.
Take your hands off me. Well, what are you staring at?
Father, it's you.
Of course it was I.
But you were buried. I don't understand.
A coffin was buried. A coffin, you fools.
But you killed your whole family.
I have no family. Yes, the four of you. Just miserable creatures who infested my every waking day. You're not mine, none of you.
What do you say?
She lied to me. Yes, your mother. That's why she died. But she didn't just die. I killed her. She lied to me. She made me believe I was capable of being a father. But she deceived me. You're not mine. The devil knows who fathered you because I don't.
It can't be.
Her vanity was beyond belief, but she couldn't fool me, oh no. Somehow I knew all my work was in vain. I couldn't see my reflection in any of you.
All in the twinkling of an eye. Elga,
Yes?
I think a glass of milk will do very nicely.
Yes, Igor. Igor,
Yes?
you knew all the time. How?
The coffin was empty.
Did you see it empty?
I had an arrangement.
With whom?
My cousin. Dear woman.
Eustace.
The mortician. Elga,
Yes, Igor.
I do believe I'll have one of your cookies.
Oh. All right.
And Elga,
Yes, Igor.
from now on, it's no longer Igor. It's Mr. Guerin.
Mr. Guerin.
Home. Where are you going?
We drove the drapes. Turn out the lights. The morning light is coming.
Elga.
Yes, Mr. Guerin.
Cookie.
Yes, Igor. The cookie.
Why?
And I bet you thought it was the butler all the time.
You know, some of y'all have been talking shit about candy corn online. I just want you to know I'm taking names and there will be repercussions. I'm watching. So he was alive the entire time. It's kind of a nice twist at the end there with John Carradine still being up and running and controlling things. But I do love the double twist with the hired help. But one thing I've never been quite sure of is, were Elga and Igor helping John Carradine pull this off and they double crossed him? Or did they see their opportunity and take it, followed by Elga double-crossing Igor? I might have to watch it again because, you know, I may be missing whatever clues there are to that. Which just means I get to watch Brooke Mills again, which is fine with me.
Okay.
What? Where's the lie? All right. That does it for this episode. Well, thanks for watching. Until next time, get out and enjoy life while you have it. Cheers.